Hey, Gabby. I'm a little bit late. In 1 second. It's just me and you anyway, so. At least currently. No, why are you sorry? No one needs to be sorry. Oh, okay, I'm back. Is on. Yeah, I saw that, but like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Like, just not go live? I saw Persona shared that person's live, but at the same time, not everybody's gonna go there, right? I don't know. What do you think? You think I should just not go live and just go over there? Like, people are gonna swipe onto his live and then, or their live, and then go somewhere else, right? And maybe my live would pop up. Yeah, I'm down with that, but it's definitely everybody's call if they feel like it's better. I just didn't want to waste, not do anything, you know. Get my headphones on. Sorry. Work meeting went on longer than anticipated. Um, I'm not vegan. Do you understand what veganism is, Bulldozer? You're not a carnivore. I doubt you're a carnivore. I'm sure you eat plants and other things that are not animal flesh. Yeah, but do you understand what veganism is? You can't say you're not vegan if you don't understand what veganism is, right? Yeah, I'm pretty chill. Let me see. Andy came up here first.
Hello.
What's going on, Andy? Are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 22.
Oh, what's going on? Do you understand what veganism is?
Yeah, it's a diet choice.
No. So that's what you're talking about is plant based.
Oh well, veganism is like it's a moral belief and it's also a diet.
No, the diet is part of it, but it's not a diet.
But it's also like a moral. Veganism is a plant-based version of a diet.
No, it's just not. Can I explain to you why?
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So you kind of were on the right track, but yeah, as far as like consuming animals, yeah, the diet that a vegan would follow is plant based, but veganism itself is a philosophy, and it's a philosophy that seeks to exclude as far as practicable and possible, meaning as far as you possibly can, all forms of animal exploitation and cruelty. So that includes humans and non-human animals, and as far as all forms of exploitation, we're talking about supporting zoos, aquariums, dog racing, bullfighting, etc., etc. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you at least better understand what veganism is, why aren't you vegan?
Um, I've got quite a lot of reasons actually for that. If you would like to hear them.
Sure. Let's start with like the big number one reason why, and then we can kind of like go from there.
Right, okay. The number one reason why I'm not a vegan is probably because my full life I've been eating meat. Um, and also, if I were to go to a vegan diet, I would struggle to get the likes of creatine, taurine, carnitine, and other nutrients that you just cannot get in a plant-based diet.
Well, you can get as far as creatine goes because you named taurine and what was it taurine and carnitine.
Yeah.
Those aren't essential amino acids. You don't really need those. And creatine, for the most part, isn't really essential. It does have a lot of benefits that come with taking creatine, but you can most certainly get that on a plant-based diet. Yeah.
But the other issue that we've got is that I find is I've tried a vegan sausage roll and I've also had a normal sausage roll, and the sausage roll wins every single day for me,
What do
taste wise.
I can understand how you might feel like the non-vegan or plant-based sausage tastes better, but you can't say that just because something tastes better that it's okay to continue exploiting someone, right? Like if I said that dogs taste better than cows, it wouldn't make it okay for me to start eating dogs and cats,
Okay,
right?
okay, right, but a dog, right, comes with lots of like there's a reason it's called man's best friend
Yeah, do you
because it
can you
has
tell me
so
what
many.
that reason is? Like why you
Yeah,
think that
like
reason is?
they have affection, they show qualities like love, and they don't hold grudges, they forgive instantly, whereas other animals don't have the ability to do so.
Andy, it's just a I heard what you said, but could you it seems like you're a little bit hard to hear, but I did hear what you
Okay,
said.
can you hear me better now?
I'm sorry?
Can you hear me better now?
Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what I was saying is dogs have quality quality attributes like love, empathy, and they forgive instantly, whereas other animals don't have the ability to do so.
Yeah, but if I showed you the data and the science that shows that cows and pigs and chickens exhibit those same behaviors, would you then stop eating them? Because cows and pigs and chickens most certainly do show love and affection, and they have the ability to build relationships with people and among themselves, and they show love and they show care. So, um, I don't, I don't think that
But
that's a good reason to say that you why you don't eat dogs because
not,
cows, pigs, and chickens have those same can exhibit those same emotions.
but not to the same standard, or else everyone would have a cow as a pet, which they don't want to.
Well,
Because
that's not why, right? Because the science shows that cows are actually more intelligent than dogs and have more complex emotions than dogs do. Actually, more. Just because society has deemed an arbitrary line of this is what we eat, this is who we eat, and this is who we don't eat, it doesn't really make it morally okay, right? Like I understand that people don't just have pet cows and pet pigs, around their home, but that's just because of the society has deemed that arbitrary line.
yeah,
And
another reason I couldn't sustain a vegan diet is because you go to the supermarket, for example, uh, and I go to buy something meat related, and it's just a lot cheaper than vegan products. Vegan products are so expensive, so I couldn't afford the prices of that.
I mean, it's hard to distinguish that alone based off of we obviously probably live in different countries, different states, so it's going to change and vary based on those parameters. But um, the statistics have shown that a plant-based diet is typically 30% cheaper than an omnivore diet. And I understand the frustration of like vegan sausages and vegan hamburgers and all the like meat alternatives might feel more expensive or might seem more expensive depending on where you live. So I can't speak on where you live, but even if I spoke anecdotally for myself, a lot of the non-mock meat alternatives are very cheap. So like tofu, seitan, tempeh, and getting your protein sources from just whole foods like quinoa, rice, beans, and such and such. Um, if you were talking about like mock meats specifically, and this is just purely from where I live, I actually go to Costco every now and then, and the plant-based burger patties are 20 cents more expensive than the cow animal-based burger patties. So it's about, I think it came out to 15, 30 something for like a 20 count, and it was a little bit cheaper than that for an 18 count of plant based. So if you added the extra two, because there's a 18 versus 20, it came out to about 20 cents more expensive. So
Yeah. See, this is where my problem lies because I've tried a vegan burger and I've tried obviously a normal burger, and the normal burger wins every single day. So until they are going to match the tastiness, then I'm never going to
well,
switch.
let me ask you this, Andy. Do you do you think what we do to animals, like taking them at a quarter of their life, do you think that that's okay? Do you think that there's a right way to take the life of an animal,
Yeah,
um,
humane.
that does not want to be unalived, and at a fraction of their life as well?
I think I think everyone, if you were to ask 9 times out of 10, people don't want animals to suffer. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
however, they just want them to be killed humanely. But
Yeah, but how do you do
the
that humanely?
overpopulation exists, so if we weren't to kill them, they would die anyway.
Yeah, but the only reason that these animals exist is because there's a demand for their flesh. So I understand you might feel like, oh, they're just gonna be, they're gonna die naturally from old age. Might as well consume them anyway. Um, a lot of these animals that we farm cannot even naturally reproduce. Predominantly chickens, turkeys, cows. Like cows have grown so large that male bulls. A lot of the times, farmers that do try to do it naturally are often in fear of the fact that male bulls are so large that they are going to injure the female cow. So most, if not more than 90% of farms will do artificial insemination.
Okay, so here's where my next question comes in.
Wait,
Okay,
just before we go, I'll answer your next question, but do you understand that like just because they are going to eventually die, it doesn't make it okay, especially since the fact that the only reason they're being bred into existence is to meet the demand of people wanting to buy their flesh. Do you at least understand that before we go to the next point?
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
However, you're still going to get animals overpopulate because they breed at a crazy rate.
Yeah, they breed at crazy rates because we breed them. They're not like, we don't just have cows, pigs, chickens just roaming freely and they're just mating and that's what we are consuming. A lot of it is forced, not only forced through artificial insemination, but also injected with hormones to increase the growth process, or even selectively bred through decades and centuries of selective breeding to reproduce at an accelerated rate. So, for example, a dairy cow, typically around I think it's 2 years of age or 1 year of age is when they start they call it the lactation process of where they impregnate her, and pretty much every time after she then gives birth, they have to keep that flow of milk coming, so they continue to keep her pregnant every time after that until she's sent to slaughter, anywhere between 4 to 6 years of age. And the same with chickens. The natural descendant of the chickens, I forget what they're called, but they used to produce, just like a female human, 12 eggs a year, and now they produce over 300 eggs a year. So it's not that they just naturally produce. Our interference is the reason why their population is rising with us, because they need to meet the demand that we are providing them of, we want to buy their flesh and buy their milk and eggs. That if we stopped purchasing those, we would stop artificially inseminating them, we would stop forcibly impregnating them, and their population would actually decrease.
Okay, so here's where my next question lies. Okay, so why did God give us canine teeth if we weren't to eat animals? Surely He's given us them for a reason, hasn't He?
So if we take that logic and we apply it to, what about if we apply that logic to animals that have canines but don't eat animal flesh, like hippos? They have canines. They have the largest canine teeth actually, and they don't eat animals, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So could
And
you make
even like a gorilla who occasionally will eat like insects, and there are cases of gorillas like eating other animals, but it's very, very, very rare. They're mostly predominantly plant based. They have huge canines as well, but they eat a plant-based diet. So, canines isn't really a good justification, because if you said, my canines are there to rip through flesh, when's the last time you were able to take your mouth and wrap it around a cow and its skin and hair and bite through that and tear flesh? Like, if we be realistic, it would be very hard for us to do. We can't even open our jaw that wide.
Realistically, though, why would God give us them teeth if we weren't to use them? He gives us hands to be able to do work. So if we give us teeth, He should be able to give us the ability to eat.
Yeah, a lot of like a lot of omnivores and herbivores, like, will have teeth that are meant to bite through fruit and bite through vegetables and things like that, to bite through the flesh of a fruit. But just because we have canines, and even if we said, okay, we have the ability to bite through a cow, even though we don't, right? If we even had that ability, we now also have the consciousness and the ability to understand that what we're doing is right or wrong. And if we can look at the fact that we don't need to take animals' lives to survive, then we should do the right thing and stop consuming them.
See, this is where the problem. Like, everyone wants to cause less suffering to animals. Like, that's great, but like realistically, it's a vegan diet just doesn't compare to let's say a carnivore diet, for example. There's just so many nutrients that you just cannot simply get in a vegan diet.
Well,
That's
I just want to be clear, because we don't want to promote. I think most people in general can at least agree we do not want to promote a carnivore diet. Maybe you meant to say an omnivore diet, right? Like plants and animal products.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Just to be clear, because there's a lot of health risks and dangers with a carnivore diet, so I just want to make sure we get that clear. But yeah, I think what I would say to that is that maybe there's just a little bit of misunderstanding or information missing, because based on the largest body of dietetics, it's already been the overall consensus is that you can survive and thrive just as fine on an omnivore diet as just as fine on a plant-based diet as you could an omnivore diet. So if you can live one to one as far as health goes, why would you not choose the one that causes the least suffering and the least impact on animals' lives? Especially if you said so yourself that you care about, the animals, and nobody wants to see them suffer, right?
Yeah, I think everyone wouldn't want to see that. Most normal people.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, and I agree. Like, most normal people do feel that way, and it seems like you're being very honest and genuine about that, which I appreciate. But at the same time, if you care about these animals, you should at least, if you don't know what's happening in animal agriculture, what they go through, and their experience, you should at least watch. You can watch a 5-minute documentary. It's on YouTube. It's absolutely free. It's called "Dairy is Scary," um, and that itself will show not only what happens to cows in the dairy industry, but also show you why it also is the meat industry. And that if you really don't want these animals to be subjects of harm and suffering, you watch that documentary, it might really open your eyes into what happens to these animals, and like how, if you care about them, you wouldn't want to support it.
Yeah, well, it was nice talking to you, but I need to boost. So, but thanks for bringing me up to the
Yeah,
panel.
if you can do anything, Andy, just screenshot this picture right here, and maybe when you have time, just watch some of these documentaries. They're very good.
No worries. Cheers.
Take care, Andy. Hey, Gabby,
That
how
was
are you?
well. That went well. Love it.
Yeah, I'm glad that. I mean, it still feels. I don't want to say disingenuous, but it still feels like sometimes they're grasping at straws, because even though he was very respectful, and if he's still in here, I thank you for being very respectful. There's a lot of like, oh, but this, oh, but that, but this, oh, but this and that, and it's kind of like once you make the point, they just want to go to the next topic. So I'm not sure if it's stuck, but he seemed genuine, and he Maybe the fact that he went to the next topic was him saying, "Okay, you know what? Maybe you got me there." So I really hope he at least watches the documentaries.
I think when people want to go to the next topic and the next topic is because we just dismantle everything they thought, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we certainly are make them think about what they are saying and what they are doing. So I think it's okay, and they will always do that because they don't have arguments. It's like if we both go to a, I don't know, a bodybuilder life and start talking about portions of food and everything and supplements, and maybe we don't have all the information, and we are going to say something like, oh, but what about B12, or what about your D3 vitamin, and so it's normal for them to keep skipping to the next subject.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's normal. Do you have anyone in the request?
There is one person. I'm not sure. I'll pull them up. I don't know why you can't pull people up. That's annoying. Let me see.
Let me see. Let me try. Okay.
Yeah, he was the only person here, but I think he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mars, why don't you come up and tell us about it? Tell us about the plastics and the environmental impact our plant-based foods are doing to the environment. You can't. I mean, you have a lot to say. You won't.
Idolin.
Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Maybe he's or she is afraid.
Yeah. Hey, Debs.
I think Alex have here. Let me. Yeah, I still can bring people up.
Well, there's one person in there now. Do you see them?
Let me check. No,
Man, what's going on? I'll
I
pull
don't
them
know.
up.
It's okay. It's okay. That's not a problem. No worries.
Oh, yeah, no, I just get am I frustrated for myself. What's up, Chief Fan? Are you over 18?
I'm three.
Okay, well, no,
Uh,
don't think so.
yeah, don't think so. Yeah.
Doing okay.
Hey,
Just
Debs, how are you?
oh, because you're not over 18, Mars. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, you have to be over 18 to be on people's lives. You shouldn't talk to adults on the internet. I mean, like on the chat box is fine, but definitely not in lives, please.
I think even on the chat box, it's pretty dangerous
Mm-hmm.
for kids to be exposed to talk to strangers because bad things happen when you are exposed like that.
I blocked you? No, I don't have you
Who
blocked.
blocked you?
I don't.
No one
I
blocked
just
you.
checked, so I don't have you blocked.
No, no, me neither.
Getting something to eat? Yeah, Lydia, do it. Um,
Oh, I have a request. Hog wild.
yeah. Can you pull them up?
No.
Oh, what the hell? What if I close
Ah,
this? Can you try now?
um, nope. No worries. Just you pull them up.
Yeah, Mars, I don't have you blocked. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Hey, Hogwild, are you over 18?
yes, I
What year were you born?
92.
92. Okay, you sound a little bit low.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my headphones right now. My AirPods. They're in the shop. One stopped working, and I got to use these other ones.
Oh, that's fine. Gabby, can you hear him okay?
Kind of, yeah. I
Yeah.
will try my best.
Okay, I'll mute myself.
Yeah, so do you understand what veganism is?
Yeah, I do. I actually had more of and as I respect, people that, or veganism, like I completely respect that. Obviously, I'm not a vegan, but I definitely respect it.
I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I just had a quick question about dairy.
Okay.
So what do you do with all the, like, if you say everybody went vegan, right? And you can't have dairy, correct?
Yeah, of course. If we are vegan, we
Okay.
cannot do dairy.
So then what do you? So then what? How do you? You have to milk those cows though.
Yeah, the thing is, cows get milk in their body because they are pregnant. Like as women, if we get pregnant, sooner as we get birth, we are going to have milk, for the baby.
Yeah.
So
Right.
if we don't overproduce milk, they will be pregnant naturally and they will have their baby with them. Unfortunately, the dairy industry, in order to extract the milk from the mother, they have to take away the calf and put it away, kill it, or kill them or something else. But if we are not consuming any milk as humans, the cows will be perfectly fine. They will be perfectly lactating their kids, and yeah, it won't be a problem for them because the only thing that causes that cows have milk is getting them pregnant, and the industry force them to be pregnant so we can extract the milk.
So I grew up on working on a dairy farm. So my real question is basically is this: the dairy cows that we have right now, and I respect your stance. Like I respect that. I'm not going to knock you for having that stance at all. But my concern is, say if we stop milking these cows, the those cows are going to probably die of infection. They'll get molasses and probably die.
Which cows? The
The,
cows that are on the dairy farm, or the naturally pregnant cows?
the cows that are already milking. If you just stop milking them, they die.
Yeah, but you are putting an end on a full cycle of exploitation, because if we have to shut down all the dairy farms, that will be okay,
Right, but
because
if you shut them down right now, those cows would just die.
yeah, I know, and they will die in a few months if you still milking them, because even having them in the dairy farm, when you can get them pregnant anymore, they are going to kill them. So yeah, it's the same
No, no.
outcome, but
We
ending the
literally,
cycle.
literally, I grew up on a dairy farm with thousands of head of milking cows. We milked the same cows for years, like lots of years.
Give me a second, don't give me a second, please, that I have to get Lydia up. Hey, VP, can you put Lydia? Thank you.
Yeah, so in this hypothetical, are you saying that everyone's going to go vegan overnight and we're just going to stop milking the cows?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if you stop milking a cow that you're already milking, she'll get infected. She'll die.
Yes, sir. I had dairy cows, so I'm aware that mastitis and stuff can happen once, you're no longer milking them. So the hypothetical where everyone just goes vegan overnight and stops milking cows is not really going to happen. It's going to be like a gradual shift. So as, milk consumption and the demand for milk drops, we'll just stop breeding as many cows. So, I mean, there'll be a
Right.
lot of cows. I mean, it's just ethically, even if someone has a dairy farm, they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. They still have a moral obligation to milk the cows to keep them like safe. But then, they can end the cycle by, no
Right.
longer breeding them and perpetuating that. So that's more of like a realistic scenario, because if someone adopted a vegan lifestyle, they're still going to care very much for their animals. And they won't just stop milking their dairy cows. That obviously will really harm them.
I mean, it just seems kind of, I don't know. The dairy process. We don't do dairy anymore. I don't. I'm I'm not around it.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously
I'm on
don't
the
do
business
dairy
farm,
anymore either, but yeah, likely. I mean, the thing that we want to focus on is ending the breeding programs, and you know very much well that's the only reason why they're producing milk. So after
yeah, no, of
they're
course.
done, if let's say someone has a dairy farm, they decide to go vegan, they'll still milk out the last of their cows, but they'll just not breed them for the next cycle. So they'll just gradually let them dry up. Would be the likely scenario.
That was kind of just like, as I guess that was something that I should have thought about more, was kind of like when I heard them say like shut them down, like kind of just
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
like,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I guess that's
realistically, yeah, they'll just take care of them and milk out the last cycle, but no longer breed them. I mean, that would be the scenario because it wouldn't happen overnight. Like it would be
yeah.
irresponsible just to shut everything down and be like, well, good luck, get mastitis and unalive. I mean, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So, well, like I said, guys, I'm not a vegan, and gonna continue to be I should say an omnivore. But I wish you all the best of luck in your endeavors, and
Hawk,
I support you for sure. You know.
that's great. Thank you so much for being respectful and being here. May I just recommend you a documentary for you to watch, so you can have maybe more information. I know that you are educated on this topic and you respect veganism and everything. We have put in the screen a list of documentary, but I want you to watch Dominion. Is on, I think it's free on YouTube,
Okay.
and it, it takes 2 hours, but if you can at least watch 30 minutes, it would be perfectly great. And also, if you can watch Dairy is Scary, um, that will be amazing too. And you are welcome again to come back here and discuss what do you think about those documentaries.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. I also I kind of want to bring up one more thing before I go. Um, I feel like a lot of the industry. I mean, and this is personal because we also have my cousins still. They still have the beef farm, and I feel like the big industry is really the issue. I feel like a lot of our local farms, and maybe I'm not sure the woman I was talking to before, but she might agree with me or know more about it. Like we have of the local farms. I mean, like our cattle are like taken care of. I mean, and I'm not saying I know you're going to say, the harvesting of them is wrong. I know what you're going to say, but I feel like the treatment of the animals. A lot of people see the big industry, and I feel like that. Yes, that's a problem. But I
Yeah,
feel like
sorry. Yeah, the thing here is that there is no like one thing good and one thing is almost good. The thing here is that exploiting animals for any purpose is bad, and that's why we are vegan and we are not plant-based. And yeah, so I get your point. I see where you are getting with your point,
yeah,
but by the end of the day, we are just against any kind of animal exploitation. So I understand you, but maybe we can transit to a path where we can agree that we don't need to use animal for food. And and maybe that's why I wanted you to see those documentaries. And yeah, we can circle back this again later, when you have those on your mind.
all right.
Well, thank you so much, Hawk, for being respectful, and thank you for being here. You are welcome again, and let us know what you think about everything that we'd recommend you.
Thank you very much, and have a great day.
But goodbye.
All right.
Yeah, well, that went well. Thank you, Lydia. I wasn't aware that you had dairy cows. I know about dairy, but yeah, my answer to that is just like so straightforward that if cows have to be like let go of the dairy farm, it's okay. So I don't know. Maybe I wasn't the right person to answer that.
Uh, no, I think you did perfectly fine. I did want to ask him. Sorry, I'm like trying to do something. If he really, because he said why, that he supports veganism. So I always get confused when people say that they support veganism, but they still consume animals.
Yeah,
Um,
that is a tricky question because it's like they quote unquote respect us, but they just don't want to acknowledge that their animal consumption is a problem.
yeah,
Maybe they are not ready to face the fact that they are contributing to cruelty.
yeah,
And yeah, Lydia is right. I want them to respect animals, not me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. When they always say that,
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
thank you, I appreciate it, but I don't need that. Please, could you respect the animals? At
Yeah,
least show them the decency to watch the documentary and see what happens to them.
he said that he doesn't drink dairy. Um, but yeah, I do appreciate when someone is respectful. I know we are not going to change his mind, and maybe we have to know which battles to fight. And yeah, maybe he watching Dominion, he makes the connection.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
hopefully.
Dominion is a pretty powerful resource.
I don't know why. Mars, if your account was banned, you probably said something. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna like dig through the damn records to find when I banned your account. You probably said something ridiculous. Or you probably said something to someone in the past. So just own up to it and move on. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he blocks you, this is his account, and he can do whatever he wants with his account. So yeah, we don't have to justify why we do, why we block people. So
Exactly. I don't know why. I mean, you're here again. Yeah, like you said, you're an adult.
yeah,
You had a question,
what
so
what do you want to know? What do you want to ask? Be straightforward, please. You can make okay. Oh, persona.
it's also kind of bizarre that you have. I mean, maybe it's a protective thing, but why are you on your little sister's account?
Why your little sister have an account?
No, maybe it's a maybe she's still no, she's not over 18. Oh, maybe it's a
No,
protective
she's
thing.
9. Yeah, but little kids have have to be away from TikTok. That's what I think. So
Oh wait, here I go.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, somebody's in here and I'm worried. Let's see.
Manipulating
Liar.
liar. Okay,
You can't
that's
pull them up?
toxic.
Oh,
Let me see. No,
oh, maybe next live it'll work.
yeah.
Nigger, 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 nigger.
Oh my god,
Mm,
dude. Like
fuck.
just to be
Yeah,
like do you not pay attention to the news? Do you not see how many people have been canceled for less? Like why would you
for
say something so racist on a live when people could screenshot your name, send it to the
yeah,
people that you know and expose you? Like Jesus.
yeah. I would like to have the free time to go on lives and say things like that because I don't know. This is so weird. People are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the light. I love chicken nuggets. Oh my god. And his username is Oreo that are vegan. So yeah. Yeah, that was disgusting. Alexandria. People are disgusting. Um, I don't know why they feel entitled to come up here and say those horrible things.
Mm-hmm. Request the box, people.
Request the box. I don't have anything here. Any yeah, I don't know why I can put people up.
Can you invite people? Hmm.
Mm, we have one. Seems like a troll. But yeah, let
Chicago.
him up.
Nigger, 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 nigger.
Oh
All
my
right.
lord. Why? Why? Can someone explain to me that?
I don't know. I screenshotted their name. I'm sending it to everybody that they follow. Well, not follow. Everybody that follows them. Excuse me. So, let me see. If I go to your name, manage access, it says manage guests, and it's checked that you can. Let me undo it and then do it again. There, there, there. Oh, oh, okay. I don't know. No, I can't. Whatever. I'll fix it next time.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's see. Should I just invite people? You can't spell David Jones, Astro. I'm gonna do what Ingrid does and just invite people. If
Yeah,
you're
I can. Let me said what let me do what Lydia said to me. Let me close the app and request again.
okay,
Okay.
Lebroni, 77. Oh, he left. I can't even make her a mod now, which is weird. Oh wait, there we go. Manage access. Yeah, now that she logged, confirm. Okay, that's true. Maybe that worked. Good call, Lydia. Because when I was trying to unmod her and remod her, it said that she already had access, even though I unmodded her, and now it didn't do that. So, request the box to discuss the topic. Put your thoughts in chat. 18 plus. I don't understand veganism, but I understand eating meat. Well, do you want us to educate you on what veganism is? So maybe you would stop eating meat? I have a serious question. Doubt it. When people say stuff like that, like you already know it's like a knock knock joke, right? Like I have to read it so then you can then feel the need to deliver the punchline. Um, okay, we'll see if we get a guess if that. Wait, now it says to add you as a moderator, but you are a moderator. I don't know. We'll see if that works. TikTok is so weird. 36 years. Okay,
Wow. This is
maybe
vegan royalty.
vegan royalty.
36. Yeah, because 36 years is almost my it's all my life.
Oh yeah, see if you have the mod logo. I forgot people can
Yeah,
see
I
that.
had it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe this time I can kick out Persona. I will
Have
block
you
you, Persona, you know? I don't like you.
you have medical conditions? I mean, it's like very rare that you have a medical condition that requires you to eat animals. Very, very, very rare.
Mm. Which medical condition do you have?
Yeah, Keith knows about that. I think Keith has said that it's like
Yeah.
there's one where like maybe you absolutely have to. See if he
Oh,
knows.
really?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but Keith, he has dealt with that justification before.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Lyme
In my
disease.
journey, Lyme disease, not
I
sure.
don't know if that was a joke, but Lyme and lemon disease.
Is lost or something. Lyme and lemon disease. What?
Crohn's disease. That's
Crohn's
that's
disease.
um, that's not that's not a gluten intolerance, is it? I always forget.
Here's Keith.
Yeah. Also, S los.
Disease.
What seasoning go into vegan diet? The same seasonings you use. Just
For your meat.
yeah,
Exactly. The
just put it
same
on.
plants that you use to season in your chicken and your meat.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can. I definitely know vegans that have Crohn's disease. Um, you can't have a majority of seasonings. I'm supposed to have a permanent bland diet. Why? If you have Crohn's, what does Crohn's have to do with avoiding seasonings? If you can elaborate. I'm not gonna knock you if that's really true, but I'd be curious to know.
Hey, we have Peace for Love, all who live 36 year vegan. Wanna come up?
Oh, can you pull them up?
Let's see. No.
Oh my gosh.
No worries. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so I can live with that. I'm a moderator, but I can do anything. So that's great.
Oh, you know them, Persona? Let me see. Let me pull them up. Pull them up. It's spinning. Hey, how's it going?
Yep.
Hey, I'm in.
Nice. Vegan 36
Oh,
years, huh?
Yep. Long
Wow.
time.
Wow. Yeah, that is a long time.
It
What made
seems like yesterday.
what made you go vegan?
Um, I had ordered some salami, turkey, Kaiser rolls, and cheddar cheese from a local deli. And as I was making the sandwich at home, I'm looking at the salami and, the red of the meat and the white fat cells. And somehow I thought, you know what? This is an animal. How can I be doing this?
Hmm.
I can't be part of killing an animal. It's wrong. And that was it. I gave away the stuff to somebody in my building. They were happy. Um, and from there, I shortly after learned about the torture in dairy and eggs, and I gave those up too. And I was vegan.
Nice.
It was
Yeah.
just kind of like I never met anybody. I never read a book. I never saw anything. Well, there was no online back then, but yeah, it was just out of the blue, and by far the best decision of my life, no question about that.
Yeah, that's good.
so that's amazing
Yeah.
because, as Persona says, that's pure realization, and I think I haven't heard anyone looking at a piece of meat and saying, "Oh, this is ground, and I'm going vegan right now," and that is amazing. Can you tell us how was this? How is your journey, and what is the most difficult thing for you to approach on the veganism?
Well, I mean, back then there was limited choices as far as if you're going to restaurants. There was zero vegan restaurants. I live in Los Angeles, California. So there's tons of restaurants in, LA, California, United States. Now, lots and lots. But back then, there maybe was one, I'm not sure. So, that was difficult. Nobody even knew what the term vegan meant. But it's like before I went vegan, I would have a hard time restricting myself. I would think I should eat healthier. And so I maybe try and quit French fries or sodas. And
Yeah.
I couldn't last 2 days doing that. But when I thought about that this is murder, how can I be part of this? It made it easy. There was just no choice. So, I mean, and everybody I knew laughed at me, and I was okay with that. I understood it was hilarious because I was going to McDonald's, Burger King, all the fast food chains every single day. And then from there going vegan. I mean, how could that be real? But it was, and as I said, it was simple because when you think about the reality of what you're doing when you eat or when you support these institutions that are killing animals, then it's just no choice. I mean, it's a moral obligation, an ethical imperative, whatever. So, and then over the years, as vegan restaurants opened, I'd be the first one there in my neighborhood or wherever, anywhere in the LA vicinity. And now there's no way I could possibly keep up with all the vegan restaurants.
Well,
And
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
being
you
in
are
LA,
vegan?
you have access to so many. Because I used to live in LA, there's so many vegan options all over the place and vegan festivals, and it's a great place to live as a vegan. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Do you go live on your account?
Not yet. No, I haven't done that. I think you need 1,000 subscribers.
I think maybe, but I went live having 300 followers.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay. Maybe I'm able then.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
And
haven't
you are
done it.
welcome. You are welcome to go in our lives because you are a source of knowledge. 36 years being vegan. Yeah, it's amazing to have you here. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
thank you.
amazed.
Yeah,
I
I
was,
was celebrating your birth by going vegan.
yeah, I was born in 1989, so
Uh, well, I
you
was
are vegan
celebrating
too.
your parents' pregnancy by going vegan. I went vegan November of 1988.
I was born in November,
Oh, of
28th
the
of
next year.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next year.
So that's the day I went vegan, November 28th, 1988.
No kidding. No,
No
no, no.
kidding.
Yeah, oh
Wow.
my. So I am like your daughter, your celebration daughter, vegan daughter. This is crazy.
By proxy, you created her.
You're my
Yeah,
anniversary daughter.
That's funny.
anniversary. Yeah, but this is wild.
That is wild. You were born the
Yeah,
day I went vegan.
yeah, but I think having you as you are like the longer vegan that I know. I don't know. I have been vegan for around 9 years, and
That's great.
it's been quite a journey because I live in South America. I am from South America, and here we have all the options from a naturally source. We don't have so many vegan restaurants, even vegetarian. So if I want to go out and eat, I have to be like pretty picky about what I'm going to eat. Like if I want to eat as mashed potatoes, I have to ask, do you put the milk? Do you put butter? Do you? I don't know. It's a pain
Yes.
in the back, so to speak. And here in South America, we are so underdeveloped on this topic that I rather just to eat in my place before I go out. That that's better for me. And I always bring some peanut butter sandwich with me in case I have hungry in the middle of the reunion. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, many
Ye-
times over the years, if I've gone to somebody's house, um, I know that they're not going to likely be able to accommodate me So I would bring my own food. They Somebody might ask, "What can we make for you?" Or, but it's just easier. I would say many times I'll just bring my own food.
Yeah, I think it's better when we are not sure where are we going, just to eat first and have our own food on some yeah, or some places. Even I once I in my best friend birthday, they were having like barbecue and stuff like that, and I bake for me like a little piece of cake, like a banana cake, and I give them to his mom. And so yeah,
Yes.
she served me that my cake to his son's birthday.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, so we are resourceful.
Yeah, and your experience going to restaurants now would be like mine was back when I went vegan because, I have to, well, I still do. If I'm in a non-vegan restaurant, I ask like 600 questions.
Yeah,
But it's, obviously miles better here, even at a regular restaurant than where you're at, because a lot of places will denote whether it's vegan right on the menu, even though they're not remotely vegan. So
yeah,
that's a
for
nice addition these days.
no, and I have trust issues because sometimes they say, no, yeah, this dressing is vegan. This doesn't have anything or animal on it, and I just don't trust them because I know they are not educated here, and they seems to think like that there is no big deal if I ate eat something with eggs, because it's not a cow, it's not a chicken, so yeah, you can eat that.
Right,
And
exactly.
that's what I don't trust, like kitchen places. I have like two places here to eat like because I went to the back to the kitchen and talked to the chef, and I always have to say like I am allergic to eggs, I am allergic to meat, so they can be like pretty pretty good with my order. I have to
Right.
say I am allergic.
I went to a Japanese restaurant in my early days of being vegan, and I was there with a omnivore friend, and we were finding dishes that we could share. And there was like six different possibilities, and he said they were all vegan. I didn't even use the word vegan, but in explaining what I can't eat. And then as he walked back to the kitchen, I thought, you know what, this was too easy. So I went up to him as he was going in the kitchen. I said, I just wanted you to understand the reason I ask these questions is because I'm really allergic. So please check with the chef. And then he came back out, and only one of the dishes I could have, and that was white rice. So
No way.
so that
Oh,
that that, that was like my key word is uh I have allergies. So
yeah, yeah. I think
um
for us vegan, that's the best. Um,
because they'll respect that, in that either they care and don't want to make you sick, or they care about the restaurant and don't want to be liable for making you sick. So
exactly, exactly. So, BP, do you have any question?
Yeah,
uh
no, no. I think that's awesome. I think the story that convinced you to go vegan is definitely like what happens to vegans when it finally clicks in their head. I mean, it sounds like you're just trying to get involved in the vegan space. So I would just say that there's plenty of vegans right now in the chat. And just so you don't get confused, because obviously people, I don't know, sometimes pose to be vegans, or you're unsure of what somebody's like stance on veganism is. I can at least vouch for like the majority of people here. So like Ben, the vegan farmer, Persona, myself, Vegan Knowledge, Lee, Lydia. Like these are all great people to follow, and they're always active. They have a women's. He's vegan as well. Don't listen to him, Vegan Saren. They have a women's panel that they do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So if you follow like Lydia or Vegan Knowledge, you'll probably see them go live and just kind of get involved in the space, and you'll meet a bunch of vegans and maybe you'll even go live yourself and advocate and stuff. So yeah.
Well, I do follow several of the ones you mentioned already, and have been on a couple lives briefly, where I joined other people's lives, and so yeah, I'm following a lot of people, and there's a lot of impressive vegans on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's
you are the longest vegan we know, so
well, yeah, well, yeah, in amount of years, I'm up there for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But
yeah, I
but
hopefully.
anybody that truly is vegan for ethical purposes, which is by definition the only reason you can be vegan, but anybody who does that, whether it's a day or 50 years, as long as they have true commitment to it, they're all as good as I am, that's for sure.
Yeah. Um, to help with the if the going live is actually something you're trying to do, I don't know how it works on mobile. Maybe you can visit the website on mobile, but um, if you have TikTok Live Studio, which is on your computer, when you try to go live from there, it will direct you to a website to apply, quote unquote. And if you apply and you tell them that you're trying to go live and they look at your account, you can even provide like screenshots of other accounts if you have them. Like I linked my YouTube channel, which was not very big. It's like 180 people subscribe to me. I was able to go live on TikTok with less than 100 followers. So maybe Google TikTok live application on your phone if you're trying to do it from your phone. But if you're trying to do it from a computer, you can try downloading the Studio app and see if you can do it from there as well. Just to like expedite the process if you're trying to do that.
I actually, well, I haven't tried yet, but I actually have TikTok on my phone. Uh, I've had it for a long time. I started using it a couple years ago, maybe. Um, but it's interesting. I don't know what my login is because I never created one.
Mm,
So I don't know where it all came from. So I need to figure that out so I can move it to my computer because I prefer to do it there anyway.
yeah.
But anyway, thanks for those tips. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Feel free to DM me if you ever need any help in trying to figure out the studio, going live stuff. But yeah, sounds good.
And I really appreciate everybody that has these lives. They're enlightening so many people. I mean, there's tons of trolls to be sure,
Hmm.
but even the trolls, some of them may get influenced and become vegan while they're trolling because, you plant little seeds and then later on they become more conscious of things and amazingly they might go vegan.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you had any other questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to hang out in the chat, or follow whoever if you're not already following. I go live often, so I think Monday through Friday. So you're always free to join the chat and hang out and stuff. But
Okay, absolutely. Well, I hadn't known of you, I don't believe. I'm subscribed now. So you'll come up when you're online. So I'll see your lives.
yeah,
You
thanks. I,
know,
I appreciate that.
regarding the Crohn's disease, there's absolutely no reason somebody with Crohn's can't be vegan. I mean, if anything, being vegan is a huge plus when you have Crohn's or colitis or and yes, with Crohn's or colitis, typically you're gluten intolerant, so which makes it more difficult, but it makes it more difficult to eat in general. But it certainly doesn't prevent you from being vegan.
Exactly. Yep.
So I don't
Well
know
said.
what they were talking about, but people like to grasp at whatever they can to justify their not being vegan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think they just hear things from people like, they have a doctor who might maybe not is as well informed on nutrition or proper dieting. So they just take the easy logical route that they feel is correct and say don't do this because of XYZ, rather than, you should look into not only a second opinion, but also, if you have these restrictions, make sure you're getting the proper help from somebody who's educated on the actual intricacies of your stomach and your body. So yeah, definitely go to like a dietitian or a nutritionist instead.
Yeah, and unfortunately, doctors' amount of training in nutrition is minuscule, so they're not typically the best ones to give overall diet advice, and they often don't. They prescribe, they know what medicines would potentially help, but not what diets. So many doctors would tell people, don't eat a vegan diet, you're not getting enough protein. I mean, they don't even understand.
Yeah.
But my doctors, whenever they saw my blood test results, I had one that was against being a vegan health wise, and he said, well, you know what, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. So
Yeah.
anyway, nice to meet and talk to you both.
Yeah, you too. I appreciate the follow. Like I said, yeah, I'm new here, so you probably haven't seen me around before, but oh, yeah, I go live pretty often nowadays, and yeah, I appreciate you coming up here, sharing your story, and hopefully, it resonated with some of the non-vegans in here, and obviously exposed you to some of the already vegans out here to, support you. So that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so much
absolutely.
for being here. Thank you. It
Yeah,
was a
my
pleasure.
pleasure. And yes, I'm seeing lots of vegans in the comments that I'm already subscribed to. So it's a hell of a group
Yeah.
of vegans on
Thank you.
TikTok.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, take care both. I gotta go to the dentist.
Bye. Have fun. Take care.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Bye.
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 All right. That's
Well,
awesome.
all right.
36
36
years.
years.
Jeez.
Wow. That's my whole life plus 1 year.
Yeah, same. Well, my whole
How
life.
creepy, how creepy or weird or crazy, I don't know. Like, I was born the day he went vegan. Like, now I'm feeling like the one, the chosen.
You're like born, like how like Jesus just popped out of nowhere. You're like him.
Yeah.
So you
Maybe I
became
was
vegan.
born to be vegan and I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
My oh my God, that was amazing. And yeah, he's going to the dentist to keep those canines in good condition. This is amazing.
There's one person in there. Persona, can you try, or any of the other mods in here, can you try to pull that person up and see if it lets you? If not,
What's the name?
There's two in there. Dozer King, I
Sony
think, was in
5
here
Dozer.
first.
Yeah, I still can't. Persona,
Damn it, what the
do
hell?
your job. Persona, do your job. You're here just commenting and gaining followers from us now that we are famous.
Yeah,
So
stop
do
exploiting
something.
us, please.
Get to work.
It says I don't access to go live as a guest. Oh, weird. Yeah, I'll try to change it when we stop this.
Live access is needed to go live and request. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Hey, Dozer, are you over 18? Nope. Hello?
Hello.
5, 4,
He's
3, 2, 1. Okay.
oh, let the other one. Oh,
I'm worried about this one. Definitely a kid or a troll. Well, I guess they're not here. They're gone. Well, he's gone. Yeah, I'll check it out, everybody, when we end the live. Make sure I change. Maybe I said something incorrectly.
yeah, no worries. We understand that you don't want us to have all the power.
Gotta be real selective in what I do.
Yeah. I think I don't have any moderator, only Matthew, and I think you, I don't know.
just recently started giving people moderators, so I'm still trying to make sure that it works, I guess. Because some people like to
Okay.
come in here and abuse the mod power and start muting people for no reason.
Yeah, it happened to me. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I think we talk about this, but yeah,
Yeah.
I had like 15 people blocked and that I never blocked. So yeah, it was weird.
And it's funny too, because I watch like streamers, and I've always told myself like, oh, when I mod people, I know that I'm gonna mod the right people, and it won't happen to me, and I can just do it myself for a little bit, and then, yeah, like the second time I went live, people took advantage. So it's unfortunate, but
Yeah, it is what it is.
yeah,
Sometimes
maybe I.
people
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, sometimes people doesn't have anything better to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Persona. Maybe it's just that like since I've modified the live or whatever, because I think initially I just took it to do the chat, not pull guests up and down or whatever, because I just didn't check it. Um, Maybe I just need to reset my live, and then that will be in effect. So no biggie.
Yeah, but
Oops.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I think I can invite people, invite viewers, but let me see if I can. No, can't either. Yeah, I can invite people either. I can invite Ben, Alex, Matthew, first team member. No, nothing. Same issue with yeah. Yeah, where are the problems? Yeah, so it was amazing to meet someone of 30, being 36 years vegan. Probably he has lots and lots of knowledge about lots of things.
Oh yeah, he's probably heard it all. Yeah.
All the excuses, all the arguments. Yeah. And maybe
I
he has lots of answers.
yeah, that's true. I guess I'm just surprised. Like, I didn't want to ask how old he was, but it was hard for me when he said 36 years. I was like, there's no way. Like, it must be a joke or a troll, because you would have to be in your like maybe late 40s,
In
50s.
her in his 50s,
Yeah.
late 50s, because my dad has like almost 60 years old
Mhm.
and I'm 35, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My parents are 60, so I'm like thinking, but he sounded young, so I was surprised. I mean, that's great. There's some people that come in here that sound terrible and they're 28, 29. I'm like, damn.
Maybe because I don't know, they are not vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
He's he's our case
Maybe he,
study.
yeah, and when people say, "Oh, you will die from protein deficiency," you have to meet my friend.
Vegan for 50 years. Jeez.
Roger, who does the Sundays live with Andy, has a vegan about what? 50 years. How old is he? Like 80?
I didn't know about those lives on Sunday until recently.
Oh, me neither. I think on Sundays I'm pretty busy. I like to disconnect on Sunday sometimes. So
That's good. I
um
sh-
yeah.
Usually on the weekends I'm pretty busy too, but when I'm here
Yeah, I'm
working
trying.
and I work from home, I figured might as well just go live when I can.
Yeah, me too. Although I love the woman panel, the water panel, and but sometimes the hours doesn't match with my free time, and it sucks because I love how they discuss everything on the panel. They are. I love Ingrid. Like no, you're not going to behave here like that. Wait a minute, I'm asking the questions, and oh my God, I just love her. I want to be like her, you know? But
Yeah.
I can't. I can't. I'm so soft. I'm a softie.
Yeah. I think once I'm comfortable with people, I'm not very soft, but like especially when it comes to friends and family, like, and they have a lot to say. I try to, not cut corners, but I've definitely softened
Yeah.
up over the past couple of years because I know it could be too much sometimes for people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, but you should watch that panel. Have you been in their lives?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm always there. Yeah,
Oh really? Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
yeah. I
They
like
are amazing.
I like Jewel
Vegan.
Deer. She's funny.
Oh, you yeah, and vegan stoner.
Oh
God, she's
yeah,
the best.
yeah. She's the best. She's the one that kind of got it started for me because I started to watch. She was the first person I found that would do those lives and kind of exposed me to the TikTok, I guess, content. And yeah, eventually one day I said, "Fuck it, I'll just let me see if she'll let me up," because she I saw she would say like, "Oh, any other vegans are welcome to come up and like join me."
Okay.
So I'm like, "Oh, I just joined up on her one day," and yeah, she kind of let me into her space, so that was cool.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, do you have anyone in the request?
Nope. Nope. Nobody. It seems like it's just vegans here.
So, who is that guy saying, yeah, it is a group of people who share a common opinion which they are entitled?
I don't know. I've seen him before. I tried inviting him up. He declined and left. So
Oh, he's a friend.
yeah. And JJ's here saying he likes meat, but at least answer the prompt. Do you understand what veganism is? It's very basic. It's just
The most
surprising how many
reason
people
for
think they know
activism.
veganism, but they don't. Oh no, no. Let me tell you what veganism is. It's a diet. I'm like, no, that's not veganism. Yeah, it is. No,
Yeah,
that's not.
it's not eating animals, and I'm just like, here we go again. It's not about the diet. It's just not. But the thing is that they only talk about the diet with us because it's the only thing they know.
Mm-hmm. You don't care. You like meat. Let's come tell us about it.
Maybe she's a child. Yeah, yeah.
When we were talking to, or Ozark was talking to that person I made this. There's a funny video that vegan stoner ladies saved of the question, why do when people ask the question, why do vegan people make their food look like animal products, and somebody made this video of like, oh,
It's
animals,
amazing.
vegan products in the wild.
The kebab one is my favorite. It's a kebab, right?
Yeah, giant eight-legged kebab.
Yeah. He said he requested. Yeah, yeah.
He did? I don't see. No, he said I just did, meaning he just answered my question of he doesn't care if he
Oh,
likes meat or some
he
shit.
doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. He supports murder and rapists. Um, that's a great person right here.
Half the time I don't know how to answer these silly ass comments of just like, oh, I like meat, I don't care, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, if you don't care, so don't be here because nothing that we will say here will resonate with you. So don't waste our time. Although you can comment so we can have more traction on the live. You're really helpful. I think trolls doesn't know that if they comment, I love bacon and things like that, they are just helping us by commenting on the live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, I guess I'm curious to know, like, what's the best what's the best thing to do with our like time when we don't have guests? Because there's a lot of vegans in here, um, and I wonder if like maybe I'm just thinking out loud. How to like keep how to keep the conversation to where like when um a a non-vegan comes in that they want to engage, you know?
I think we can ask each other questions about the same topic, about veganism, about our way of living, um, not into religion or politics, but yeah, we can just ask each other questions or ask the people in the comments more questions about it, about veganism, because I know we all are here for the same subject, but I also know we have different points of view on so many things.
Yeah. Well, I guess now that you mention it, because I was listening to Eat Your Veggies while I was at the gym. You know, the thing that I think is maybe a question that's interesting, or not, maybe it's not as interesting, but do you guys know what antinatalism is? If I'm saying it correctly, I'm sure you all know what that is.
Entitleism.
Anti is antinatalism, right? Or natalism? Am I saying it correctly?
Entail,
Something like
entail.
that.
Can you write it, please?
Yeah, antinatal. Yep, antinatalism.
Antinatalism. No, I don't know what is that.
I only learned about it maybe like a year ago because I have a vegan friend that I'm connected with on Facebook, and she had brought it up at some point, and my understanding is I'm I'm assuming if you're antinatalist, you're just vegan, but it's essentially the idea that like us humans, we can all agree, even as vegans, us humans are invasive, and just by existing, we cause suffering. So the best approach isn't veganism, which is reducing suffering. It's not contributing to more suffering at all by not having
Not
children.
having kids.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I never heard of that. Okay, so yeah. Oh, my head is like my brain, like sinking in the
yeah.
information. So you're saying that if we are already killing animals or contributing to non-veganism by having kids,
Well, Ben
that's
said,
the definition. That's the definition, right?
"Oh, I don't know the like 100% exact definition. I only like vaguely understand it because I haven't thought about it. I have thought about it to some degree, but not enough to be like, oh yeah, this is my stance. Because it's just like, well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure veganism is like, you know, we want to exist to a degree, but we want to exist and not have you know, cause suffering around us, or at least minimize our suffering. Not like we should not exist at all. But Ben said that it's, yeah, recognizing the rights violation of creating new life without consent. So maybe that's closer to the definition.
Yeah, it has a valid point, like that definition, but I don't know. It feels like not having children is it depends on so many things right now.
Yeah. Well, Inna said that's a. I've never had that point made. Inna, I'm glad that you chimed in, even though you usually just kind of hang out. But she said that she had a discussion with her friend who's a mom, and her friend said that it's sad when smart and compassionate people don't have children, and I guess that's a very good way to look at it, and that like, yeah, the more compassionate and educated people that we have having children, the better off we are as a society. So that's a very interesting take. And I've
It
never heard
is.
that one.
Yeah, but having as vegan and having kids, you can raise them um on the vegan path, you know, but
Hmm.
they can later change if they want to. So that's what scares me. I don't know if
Hmm.
I can handle having birth to a person that is no kind and doesn't have the understanding enough, because I will feel like a failure maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It is scary. And I speak for parents, I guess, that like my son lives with his mom in California, and when we were together, obviously he was plant-based, and he was plant-based for a while after we separated. Um, but now that he isn't, it's hard for me to see, especially when I'm on the phone. Like it was hard for me to even see it gradually go back to him, or not go back, but actually go away from, because he never went back, right? He was always plant-based, but gradually see him fall under his mom's uh,
Beliefs.
ideology and beliefs. Yeah, that like I remember, one day I called him on the phone and he was eating eggs, and I've never seen him eat eggs. I'm like, oh, like
Wow.
what happened? Like, how come you're feeding him eggs? And she's like, I know, but like I'm eating eggs now, and I wanted to like make sure that he's getting all his nutrients. I'm like, God damn it, motherfucker! I'm like, didn't we talk about this when we were in a relationship? Like, damn it, like so, and then like even till today, where just last week, I talked to him on the phone, and he was eating a sandwich, and I'm like, oh, like it's hard for me to sit there and watch that, because I'm like, damn, dude, like this upsets me because I'm like watching my son being conditioned like everybody else to think that, animals are here for nutrition and to serve us. So it kind of stinks, but
It hurts. I think it hurts because I can even imagine what you felt when you saw your kid eating eggs. But when I see my parents eating meat or anything any animal products, it hurts, because I have talked to them about veganism, and it's strange for me to acknowledge that they love me and they raised me as a kind person, just to say that, and they just don't have that in their hearts.
hmm.
And sometimes it's hard because I just see them like it cannot be possible that you gave birth to me, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I had a disagreement with my father, like what was it, maybe 2 years ago. They came to visit me for Christmas, since I bought my house, my first home, like 3 years ago. So they came, I think it was 2 years ago, they came to visit and for the holidays. And I'm pretty like, um I'm pretty I have a pretty tough, what's it called, thick skin. So a lot of friends and family, we make jokes, and like I'm okay with it. But my dad, like, he kept making like jokes about like, oh, because you're vegan, oh, you look skinny now because you're vegan, and this and that. And I can't remember the exact jokes, but I remember he was talking about something about like having inflammation, and I said, oh, maybe it's because you're drinking, milk, baby's milk from a cow, you know what I mean? And he got pissed
Yeah.
off, and we had a big
Oh,
fight.
really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He got offended and was like, I don't like that you say that, because you don't know this, and you don't know the I buy from pretty much everything that you would think somebody would say, like
Yeah,
milk
yeah,
is
yeah, I know.
healthy. They not all dairy farms are bad. Purchase from your local dairy farm, and it just pissed me off, because I was like, you joke around with me all the time about being vegan and about vegan food being disgusting, but the one time I joke, you get all offended. So we had a
All
pretty big,
offended.
yeah, pretty big fight, but I think he's lightened
For
up to
me,
it. So
for me, it's hurtful because I really respect my parents until I saw them eating animals. It's weird as a kid, as a not kid, as a daughter, to see my parents differently because they have other other. What is that?
sorry, that it's like the, oh, you've been live for a long time, so you need to I have to like do a little puzzle thing to let TikTok know that I'm not. Yeah, sorry. Happens every like hour or something. What were you saying?
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was my phone. Oh yeah, well that yeah. It's hard for me to watch my parents because I have so much respect for them until I saw them eating meat, and I don't know why it's so hurtful for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I just can't figure that out, that feeling out yet. But it's frustrating.
yeah. I try to educate my parents. Like my dad, he's lightened up to it a little bit. We don't talk about it, but he respects it. And before, he would not try anything that I made at all. Like I remember I made like we went out to eat at a vegan restaurant. It was a really beautiful vegan restaurant, and he just got a salad, and like that just pissed me off because I'm like, dude, like there's so many options that you could have right now and like explore. And he's like, no, no,
Yeah.
it's not because of you. It's because I'm on a diet. And I was like, whatever. But yeah, I feel your pain because my mom, she has a autoimmune disease that she got later in life, and it frustrates me because I see, that the doctor is telling her, watch what you eat, exercise, do this, do that, and she has high blood pressure, so obviously we all know that eating animal products
Mm.
does not help. So I tried like telling her, you got to do better, you got to exercise, try eating these things. And I will give her credit that like she has changed. She has definitely opened up to trying more vegan products, and she'll occasionally will send me like a picture of her at the grocery store and like, oh, look what I found, like these vegan, frozen burger sandwiches or like this and that, and like, hey, I bought these vegan meatballs to put in my pasta and they're really good. But part of that falls
Okay,
on that
but
like
that's good.
yeah, but like part of it falls on that like, my dad and her live together and they eat, they
Oh,
cook
okay.
for each other. So she can't always do that because my dad is not as open to, having
Sure.
plant-based substitutes. Yeah. So it sucks to see your family members, especially your mom, like deteriorate and you want her to live a healthy life. But I've tried as much as I could. She even came one time to visit me and she ate all plant-based because I'm not going to buy animal products. And she was telling me like, wow, like I never pooped so well and this and that. And I feel so good. I'm like, yeah, dude, like you should keep
Yeah,
doing it.
dude.
But yeah, it's always hard.
That's something that I battle with. The thing you said, where if your mom come to your house, you don't buy animal food. I that's a thing that I struggle with. I don't know anyone in the chat struggle with the same thing, having their non-vegan parents in the house. The other day for my birthday on November last year, my mom was here, and of course I only have like veggies, tofu, nutritional yeast. I don't know, only vegan food, and lots of fruit. I love fruits, and my mom said, "Oh, I'm hungry. I'm just getting from a trip, a road trip. I'm hungry, but don't make me those no-meat food." And I said, like, "Well, so I don't have anything." And she demands me to buy food for her to spend the week with me. So I didn't know how to handle that, and I just told her that if you want to eat something different, you just go to the supermarket and yeah, buy it for yourself. And then she told me like, you are like, I don't know how to say this word in English, but like I was denying her food when she raised me and fed me all my life. And I don't know, it was bad, I felt bad, so I end up like giving her my car and said like, I don't want to have this um question, this fight so close to my birthday. So yeah, go buy your flesh with my money, but this is the last time you are going to do it because I'm not paying for that. But she put me on a spot there.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, it's just something that like it's just something that we have to do. Like I was in the same position, even like with dating and even, with my parents too. Like when she came, I had to make it very clear, like, hey, in the past I was okay with these things and like taking you to a restaurant and like covering the bill, even though you bought, animal products or animal flesh. But, I had to
Yeah.
explain to her, like, you got to understand that I know what happens to these animals and it's cruel and I don't want to support it. So I'm not going to support your bad habits. And it's not easy because this is your mom. She cared for you, but
Exactly. It
um
is not easy
mhm,
because she made me feel like I was being so ungrateful and disrespectful, and I blocked that situation until now, that I'm like having the thoughts about it, and it sucks because I'm not denying her food. I'm just here saying, hey, you have another option. You can eat whatever you want in my place, but just don't ask me to buy you some animal flesh. So it was so difficult.
yeah, I would just say, or at least what I've done in the past was like when I would do grocery shopping and my mom was here, I say, "Look, we can go to the grocery store. I'll buy everything. But if you want to buy eggs or milk or cheese or, like sandwich deli meats, um, you're going to have to pay for that separate. Like I'll pay for everything else but that, because I'm not going to support it." And like it hurts, but at the same time, it helps them, hopefully, because there are parents that really care about us and they want to understand us. They at least then think about it, They'll be like, oh, I never
Yeah,
thought that my choices are gonna impact, the supply and demand chain to continue on, right? So I don't know.
exactly. I don't know why my mom behaved like that. Um, because she's so supportive of my sexuality and everything, and she is supportive of me being vegan. She cooks vegan food for me when I am at her house. But it was so strange and so weird. I don't know. It was hurtful. I
Yeah,
never talked that about that with her, but I will probably do that very soon because I just get mad again.
I bet.
I don't have to pay for somebody's animal products because I made a choice. I'm vegan,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. Hopefully, the parents of everyone here can understand you better, maybe. And if you have kids, hopefully they will they will respect your point of view and go vegan too. I don't know. I know Matthew have children, um, and it's maybe difficult because he's just a newly vegan, and maybe the kids are questioning why, and to the little kids you can show them all the footage because you can traumatize them.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
Desi has
does he
kids,
have two
so
kids?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they're plumber. How old are your kids?
My so I have like a foster daughter. She's 18, and then I have my biological daughter who's 9, and she's having a bit of a hard time because she's quite picky, but otherwise it's going okay. We found some solutions.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, I was gonna say that maybe the approach is that in the same way that we ask people to watch the documentary, I feel like maybe when it comes to our family, it's like, do you really care about me? Do you love me? So would you at least be willing to understand where I'm coming from and like watch this documentary with me, um,
Hmm.
and let me like answer any questions you have after the fact? Because even if they disagree, at least they can watch and understand and at least understand your side to some degree, even though, understanding would be going vegan, right? But Yeah, I don't know. It's not easy. It's not easy navigating the world as a vegan when it comes to like just even the relationships with our loved ones is hard.
Yeah. My whole family is very like anti-vegan, and so my grandma does like vegan bingo pretty much every time I go over there. She's like, "Well, if you like the way that it smells and you like the way that it tastes, then why are you telling other people that they can't eat it? And it's her body, her choice, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Hey, I get it." But also, I really want to watch Christspiracy with her because she's religious. So I think that that would be like a good sit down. And I haven't seen it yet, so it would be interesting to like see that with her, so that we're both watching it fresh for the first time.
Nice. I still need
Yeah.
to watch that, not gonna lie.
Which one?
Christspiracy.
Oh,
It
okay.
goes
Didn't know
into
that.
like, yeah, it goes into like religion, and I'm pretty sure it talks about like how God wouldn't want us to be consuming or like unaliving animals when we don't need to be.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's great. I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it would be a good watch with my religious family because I probably wouldn't watch it otherwise, but maybe it'll help them understand where I'm coming from a bit more as well, and then it'll be from like their own point of view, kind of.
Yeah, I think that's amazing that you can give them the option to think for themselves, to show them
Hmm.
the information and they can make the decision for themselves.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I will really appreciate that if my parents did that with me, but we know now the results.
Yeah,
I don't know.
my dad is very like anti-vegan too. I was like, I don't know. So in the Discord, we watched like Gunta or something. Persona played it, and I was like, oh, I'd like to watch this with you guys. Like, it's not violent, but it just kind of shows the life of a pig. Um, my dad was like, well, can I make some bacon while we're watching? And I was like,
Oh
oh,
my God,
you're
no.
kind of insufferable.
Yeah.
How you are my dad? Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
have to make peace with my parents not being vegan. I have to maybe talk to that in therapy. Yeah, but yeah, it's hard. I don't know if I want to have children because I'm afraid to everything. Like literally, I am afraid of them not being kind towards people, towards animals, even though we can raise them in a good heart, but I don't know, we never know how they will turn.
Yeah, for sure. It's uh it's hard. I didn't want to have kids and now I have two, so
No, I have four dogs. Maybe I will end up with
yeah, just be a dog mom. I should have stayed a cat
just be
mom.
a cat mom. Yeah, I have four dogs and they are all pretty different. I three out of four are vegan or plant-based, of course. And I have the little one, my new baby. He has like 1 years old, and he's just so a pain in the back, for not say the other word. He likes veggies and stuff like that, but he just wanted to make my life a living hell because I have to buy some kibbles. I don't know how to say that in English. That contains chicken. But when I bought him some kibbles, I think that they are vegan. They just he just like reject them. Like, how do you know? How you can possibly know?
I
But
wonder
I'm yeah.
I wonder if maybe like mixing the foods in the beginning and then trying to do like a mixture of the like chicken food and the vegan food together would be like a way to get them used to the flavor of the vegan food, because I know that if we switch the food that our cats have, they don't like to eat it. So I wonder if that would be like a way to kind of incorporate that without
Yeah, I
um
mix both of the packages, um,
mhm.
and he just picks up the ones that are browner because the vegan ones are like lighter, and he can eat them by accident, but he always left them in the plate.
Oh
So
man.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I
that's
have to
difficult.
cut. I have to cut carrots, and pumpkin, and give him some other alternatives, so my little boy can have his nutrition on the right point. The problem that I don't have. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my dog is he's a little prince.
Well, having kids is not any easier, so let
Yeah, let me see if you can wait. Look at him.
me see.
This is the pain in the back, Bosco, baby.
Oh, I don't see
Oh,
anything.
yeah, and now?
Nope. I just see
No,
your usual. Oh, there you go.
and now?
Aw, is he a schnauzer or a
Mm,
terrier?
a schnauzer
Oh,
with a lot of hair.
stop being a pain in the butt, you.
You Bosco, yeah, he's the one who is giving me always trouble. So yeah, he's my baby. I love him. I know he will come around. He needs to watch Dominion.
I mean, I don't know how he could be so picky. He's only doing it out of survival because dogs aren't sentient.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Maybe the half
He's
and
just
half is a
what
good
it is.
idea,
Yeah,
like Desi said.
I'm trying just to give him better food. He loves
I wonder
carrots
if
though.
you could I wonder if you could start like instead of doing 50-50 in the beginning, like start with like 10% of the vegan food and then slowly like
Okay.
scale it up. Like just so the majority of it is the non-vegan food and then like each time you feed him again put a little bit more just so that it looks like the same food until it's the fully vegan food. Maybe he would like accept that a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe I need to do that. Yeah, and stop pampering him with the veggies. The only veggies he likes. He only likes carrots and strawberries and kiwi. He also likes apples, green apples, not the red ones. He doesn't like the red ones.
Like the sour foods. It sounds like
Yeah, I don't know.
nice.
He's so picky, but I love him. He's just 1 years old. Look at that. He's like a dinosaur.
I think I couldn't. That's why I'm scared to rescue a dog because like having kids is already enough, and then I can only imagine like now I have a dog who I can't even get through to a child. Now I have to try to get through to a dog. I'm like, come on, like I don't want to buy these things for you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I always make for him like vegan treats.
Hmm.
I just smash some carrots and sweet potatoes,
Oh, nice.
and I put a little bit of almond flour with a little bit of oat milk, and I made a paste with that, and then I bake them, and it seems like to be like a cookie for them.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds good too.
Yeah, I have tried it before because it's normal food.
Yeah.
I don't put salt or sugar or anything, but yeah.
Oh, Fox Lady, I can only imagine having the two foxes.
Oh, right. The two foxes, they are fully carnivore.
You want to come up and tell us about it, Fox Lady? No pressure, but you're always more than welcome to come up. Because that's probably even worse.
Yeah.
It's okay,
And
yeah.
they eat it raw or you have to cook the meat.
Oh, she was supposed to go live and she didn't. Vegan feel they know what is best for their while their pets are being fed feed not suited for their diet. I mean, that's not true. There's a
That's
lot
not
of
true.
They're trying to say that we're causing harm to our pets because or our companion animals because we're feeding them food they're not supposed to be eating.
Oh my God. Oh, this is something I have been managing all the time I have my dogs. My eldest dog have 30 years old, and the other one has 8 years old, and they have been vegan a lot of or eating plant-based so many years, so they are completely fine.
Yeah, and they're omnivores. Maxine, in case you didn't know that, meaning that they can eat plants. They can get all the
Yeah.
nutrients that they need from eating plants.
You know that I was researching long ago about the intestine of the lions and the intestine of the human, and everything makes sense when you do your research about how the intestine and the whole body works of different animals and mammals. So you can maybe comment something with a little bit of knowledge. I would donate my body to make animal food if I was allowed. Oh, Matthew.
Hey, Desi, how did it go with convincing your kids to be plant based? What they think about it, actually.
Um, well, my eldest daughter was like, I think still eating animal products for a while. Like when she would go out and still eat animal products. And then we went on vacation and she was still eating animal products while we were away. But now that she's come back, and I think also now that I've like gotten more of a hand at knowing how to cook good vegan foods, she seems a bit more open to the idea of it. I'm not 100% sure if she's not eating any animal products. But like from what I've heard, she's telling like her family and stuff, like because she's a foster, so she's telling her other family and stuff that she's vegan. So I'm assuming that she's doing it most of the time, if not all of the time. And then my daughter was like very open to the idea of not harming animals. Like when she was younger, she cried when she found out like nuggets were from chickens and stuff. And so it was like a lot easier to convince her in the beginning, but I think as we move like further and further into it, she's um kind of missing some of the things that we were so used to because we would eat a lot of takeout and we really don't eat that much takeout anymore. So um it's been not that it's just the diet, but that's like the biggest hang up for my daughter anyway. And I think mostly like I'm pretty sure she has RFID. So I think
Mm.
the biggest thing is just like weird textures are hard for her. So she won't eat like visible pieces of cooked vegetables. So I've just kind of taken to blending everything with a hand blender if I'm giving it to her. So if I make like stew or chili, I'll just blend it for her. Like she won't even eat chickpeas if they're whole, so I just blend it up and put it on top of like pasta or rice, and that seems to be working um better than we were doing before anyway.
Oh man. Yeah, no. What was that noise? Dog, maybe?
I have my dog like in my face right now.
Yeah, RFID is new to me and confusing, and I understand the idea and the concept behind it, and I'm sure that it is real, but like it's hard for me to how do people distinguish if it's just like being a picky eater or if it's actually RFID? Because my partner's daughter is so picky and like she can have rice and beans, right? Or rice, beans, and tofu today and be like, so good, and finish it in 10 minutes. And then tomorrow have the same thing and be like, oh no, that bean is a little bit too brown, or the tofu, the fried tofu, that breading part is too dark, or it's a little bit brown from being overcooked or burnt. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is now that people have been talking about RFID, I'm like, I don't know if this is RFID or if you're just being a pain in the ass. But
What is ARFID? Sorry.
It's Oh, what's it stand for? Restrictive food intake disorder. What's the A? ARFID.
Oh, okay.
Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. So it's generally just described as someone who is an extremely selective eater or has little interest in eating food. Um, so, like for my daughter, the concern is that she's very much like a fries and nuggets type of girl. So she will eat like literally fries and nuggets every day for a week, as opposed to eating like something that's new that she's never had before, especially if she can see vegetables in it. And like it's so bad that it's gone to the point where she's like thrown up from eating something that has like a whole piece of vegetable in it. So I think it's like different levels for different kids. But I would definitely say like if your partner's kid has autism or ADHD, that it's worth checking with the physician to see if they do have ARFID, because those are highly comorbid.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was recently diagnosed. That's why I told when I started hearing about that going around a lot, ARFID. I told her, I said, hey, like I heard about this, and I think we both sat down together and Googled it, and I think we didn't read the full description of it. It was just like restricting food intake, which made it sound more like a ED, which I know it's not, but or is it? I don't know if it is or isn't. I don't think so, but
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
oh, it is. Okay, so it sounded more
yeah,
like
go ahead.
oh, I'm avoiding eating food because I don't want to gain weight or I don't want to eat, but when we read into it more and understood that it like comes down to little things like that, like maybe just the way something looks or even just the texture of something. Yeah, I told her like, hey, you should look into it because my partner herself also recently got diagnosed, and she also has that same thing where like she's so picky about the most random thing. And I'll tell you how picky. You know when you make a ramen packet, and maybe she's listening to this live right now. And you know how when you make a ramen packet and it has the little packet of seasoning?
Yeah.
She will take a strainer and strain out the green little flakes of what is it, green onion? Because that makes her gag. And I'm like, dude,
that definitely sounds like ARFID.
What?
I'm like, there's no
Hey,
way
I think
you know.
oh yeah, there is. Okay, guys. I can vomit if I only smell mayonnaise. I can like gag, like I can even stand the smell. I can look a bottle of mayonnaise like near me. Do I have ARFID?
Like all mayonnaise?
All
Vegan
kinds of
mayonnaise?
yeah, of course. I just immediately. It's just
I
like
don't know. Maybe.
and it also happens with raw onions. I just can't the smell when I'm chopping the onion. I just wear like two cottons in my nose with alcohol, and I put it there just so I can chop my onions for my food, and if they are not crystallized, I don't eat them because I can't stand the crunch, the I don't know everything.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm weird like that.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know it was a disorder or anything. But
I
even
think if
garlic
it's like
mayo.
one thing, I feel like if it's one thing, it's like, okay, maybe not a disorder, but if
It
it's
is
like,
not. It is not a
yeah,
one thing.
yeah, if you feel like it happens with
Unfortunately,
lots of different things, then that might indicate that it's a disorder.
yeah, it happens with the green onions too. Because I can. Well, when you order vegan sushi,
Hmm.
and they sprinkle it on the top of the sushi, yeah, that for me is just a no-go. So I don't eat the sushi at all because it stains it's like impregnates the rice with the flavor. I just can't stand it. Oh my god,
Uh-oh.
this is news for me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so if we ever eat together, don't put mayonnaise on anything because I will immediately.
No mayonnaise and no green
Yeah,
onion.
no green onions, no raw onions either. I don't know. I'm a picky eater, I think, in the textures.
Oh, maybe. I
I don't
mean,
know.
I'm not picky at all, really. But I do. There's like maybe one or two foods that will make me gag. Like I've cottage cheese and ranch to me are just disgusting. And I've never been the type of person that's like food sensitive. If something tastes bad, I'll just be like, that's terrible. I'll still swallow it or still eat it. Like I won't let it go to waste. But ranch dressing and cottage cheese were the only two foods in my life where like just putting it in my mouth and just it just made me gag. But yeah.
No, I have to do some research right now. What is the name? ARFID.
Mhm.
ARAF.
RFID.
ARFID. I don't need another problem.
Yeah.
Okay, avoidant restricted food intake disorder. This will be my new research.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. But
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
I just
something.
heard that. I just heard the your partner's story, and I say, oh, that's me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely helps even just to read up on it, just because it does come up in conversation a lot. Like a lot of people that are gonna say like they really genuinely can't do plant-based, usually they'll come on saying that they'll have some sort of disorder or disease, but sometimes it's definitely ARFID, so it helps to like know how to navigate the conversation.
Yeah. So Matthews, yeah, I can even handle spicy food.
What?
Yeah, I'm a worst Latino in the world.
What do
Yeah,
you
I know.
what do you eat?
I like vegan food.
Yeah, but like
Y-
what some are some of your favorite like dishes then if
Yeah, but everything that doesn't have hot sauce
oh.
or spicy things like you get your tongue like itching and stuff like that.
What about like
Is
I don't like
pepper
to.
pasta?
spicy for you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, black pepper, white pepper. I think I'm allergic to pepper. I'm not allergic to pepper, but I just don't like it that much. I can handle pepper like in a food, like, but I won't eat like cacio e pepe pasta, Italian pasta cacio e pepe, because it has cheese, but you can make it vegan. But yeah, it has a lot of pepper. So are you saying that I have ARFID? You can use this or something. No, yeah. No, so yeah, maybe I'm just a picky eater, but yeah, I'm the first Latino that doesn't eat hot sauce or sriracha. Sriracha, I think it goes. No, yeah, persona, but I don't stand like chili or pepper or anything. The spices, yeah, of course, to seasoning my veggies, but not not like hot sauce and everything. It's something called like and in Louisiana, I don't know if anyone from here is from Louisiana, but they have some hot sauce that is vegan, I think, and is incredibly hot, and I just can't stand it. Oh, also you are half Italian. Oh, that's good. Where is everyone? Desi, BP, are you here?
I'm doing research
Oh, okay.
Asian Asian medical tourism.
Why we are like that? Oh my God. We are being so us right now. I'm just investigating about RFID. I maybe need to ask some question to my nutritionist.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's also like certain types of therapy that can help, like
Don't say
dialectical
shock therapy.
behavior. No, God, no. Like dialectical behavior therapy or cognitive behavior therapy can help with like dealing with those like visceral reactions when you have texture issues and stuff with food um that you might have like adverse reactions to. So that's worth looking into too if you do think that you have or could have ARFID.
Yeah, I don't think maybe it can be ARFID, but
Oh, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get
I
water.
no worries. I thought, yeah, I was like a picky eater, and that every food that I don't like just made me gag, and yeah, it doesn't seems like that.
Well, yeah, it's good that you now know about it. Maybe it's something you can like look into. Maybe I don't know. See if you can not fix it or remedy it, but feel more content in the reasons why you're a picky eater.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't have any problem being a picky eater because I cook for myself, so I know exactly what I have to cook. But the thing with the white onion, yeah, with the two cottons in my nose, yeah, it's weird, but I embrace my weirdness.
That's good.
Yeah.
Definitely a good thing to quality to have. Just embracing who you are, as long as you're not abusing and exploiting animals.
No, that, exactly. That's why I'm vegan. I think my dogs abuse me. They take all of my money, they take all of my time, they take my beds, my shoes.
I bet. Yeah. Having
Yeah, so
having pets or having companion animals is definitely a lot of work.
yeah,
Someone tell me where
having
the Czech Republic is.
Uh,
I have an ex-girlfriend from Czech Republic, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
Like
is it
That's
in
the only thing I
relation to
know.
another country.
isn't it near the UK, Europe?
Is it?
I don't know. I
Can one
met.
of our Brits in the comments tell me?
It's near to Berlin,
Mm,
Poland, Austria. How Budapest, Munich,
Central Europe.
okay, so I could take like a
right?
2 week long vacation and then go for medical tourism to the Czech Republic.
Well, so they are pretty ladies there, so I don't know. I just only know I only know my ex-girlfriend from there, yeah. So and they have vegan food, I guess. She was pretty great cooking vegan food, so I don't know. This sounds bad, but the only thing I know from Czech Republic is my ex. Sorry. Oh my God. This is bad. Thanks God, I'm not being judged right now.
Chechnya. It's called
People will call me
Chechnya now.
misogynistic.
Czechnia. What's Czechnia? Are they no longer the Republic?
Czechia.
Czechia?
Czechia. There are. I think
Chechnya.
Czechia is in Spanish. In Spanish, no? Czechia, Czech
Daddy
Republic.
Earth, I don't know where Austria is either.
Oh,
It's
no. Why
halfway
it's
to
called
Australia.
Czechia?
Is it actually?
No, just because it's
No.
close in
Like,
name.
I don't know where it is. It could be.
Austria is near to Munich, to Budapest, to Vienna. And I don't know. Yeah.
It's somewhere in Europe.
Austria is near to Croatia.
How do you spell it? Czechia? Czechia?
Yeah, in Spanish is
Oh.
CHE.
Plastic surgery is cheap here.
Oh yeah. So also in Dubai, you can go to Dubai to have a full reconstructive cell, like
Well, I
for
wanted
two
to get
thousand
like a
dollars.
mommy makeover. That's crazy.
Oh, I know. What is that mommy makeover? And in
It's like a
Dubai, they
tummy tuck and a breast lift usually, and then sometimes
and
they'll
a
do
butt
liposuction,
lift.
but I don't need.
Yeah.
And then it says here in Czechia it's only like tummy tuck with liposuction,
And then they
2,900
use
euros. A euro is like double
29.
the Canadian dollar, I think.
I don't know.
CAD to euro.
Why we are talking about this again?
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm researching medical tourism.
Medical
That's
tourism.
crazy.
Yeah.
$2,500. $3,000 for a mommy makeover?
Mm,
If I can do a mommy makeover even if I don't have kids,
yeah.
or do I have to have kids?
Yeah, you can. No, you can. It's just like a collective of procedures. So
Yeah, no, I
usually
know.
it's
I was
yeah.
just kidding. Yeah, sorry, VP, that your life turned to in we searching for plastic surgery.
No, it's okay. Doesn't bother me. We're hanging out.
Yeah,
We had a
this
couple
is
good
funny.
conversations. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm,
So
I'm
now it's called Czechia.
yeah.
Why,
Czechia.
Keith? Why is called
Cause,
Czechia now? Keith
'Cause
knows so much.
it's probably not the republic anymore.
It's not a
Like, why did
republic.
it become unrepublic? Why is it Czechia
I trust Keith
and
on this.
not
Keith is
Czech
like my Google
Republic?
when he's on
I know.
in a live. I just heard Keith listen to Keith like he has a chat GPT in his mind.
In
I
his
don't know.
brain, yeah. He's got it ready.
In
A
his
chip.
brain, yeah.
Got a chip installed.
They call Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czech Republic was what I remember, but that was years ago.
It's the Czech government's intention that promoting the name Czechia will reduce confusion for English speakers and also enhance the country's identity and economy.
Okay.
Don't know. That's
I
what
don't
Google
know.
says.
Yeah.
Apologize
so what Keith
to
says.
Persona because he's probably bored.
Yeah.
He's like scouring. I already know Persona. He's like scouring TikTok lives to try to find debates that are happening right now with vegans.
Persona
blame
has to be like on board with this conversation too, because if he loves us when we are talking about veganism, he has to love us when we are talking about plastic surgery. So
What's a
if
neck
not,
lift?
that's not a
Wait,
real love.
I hope I didn't hear what I heard.
A neck lift?
Oh, I thought you said a nut lift. Oh my god.
A nut lift? Can you imagine?
What's up, LCV?
Having your... Oh my god.
Hey, LCV, did
yo.
everything work out with you know, your business?
With you know?
If it's personal, you could keep it in the DMs. I wasn't sure if it was public, but a lot of desires for plastics. I'm glad to hear that, LCV. I am. That's awesome. Can't wait to go visit and get some
Persona.
pizza.
Yeah, a lot of desires for plastic surgery are the result of negative social attitudes. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I think it's
I would
different
agree
for
with that, but
men.
I think like I just like I don't really care what other people think of my body. I just wish I liked my body more, especially after having kids.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's hard.
it just destroyed my body. Kids, I only had one kid, but
That said, you have to. No worries. So, talking about bodies, I have to work out because I started yesterday a challenge with myself that I have to maybe work out once a day for 21 days straight. So, so yeah,
Yeah.
I put my first day was yesterday,
Nice.
and I almost died in my living room.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to work in a CrossFit box in a gym.
Nice.
Yeah, and I did CrossFit for a year, and then I just did nothing, and I gained like, I don't know, 15 kilos. I don't know, and I need to get back on track. And I promised myself that I would try to work out every day for at least 21 days to make it a habit. So
Yeah. I mean,
wish me luck.
yeah, it's gonna happen. I think like the best thing, because I've been weightlifting for a while. It's just you just have to know that even though you mess up one day and you don't go, just keep going. Just keep going, keep going, keep waking up. You know, you miss one day, it's okay. Just go the next day and go the next day and go.
Do
But once
you
you like let it get too out of hand, 2, 3 days out, then you start to get like comfortable in, missing days, and it kind of sucks. But
that's what happened to me because I was working on a CrossFit box. I had the access, the immediate access to the classes. And when I left my job, I started working at my place. And yeah, I have to go out and go to the box and train. And yeah, I get lazy. And then the other day I was just trying some new clothes that I bought in Miami last year, and I haven't even put it on. And the clothes were like pretty tight, though, huh? And I always blame the dryer, the dryer machine, the thing that blows and dry your clothes. I don't know how to say it in English.
hmm
Oh, that thing, and that shrinks your clothes. And no, it wasn't that, because it was new, and
yeah.
that doesn't fit anymore. And yeah, so yesterday I did like a workout, an Iman, do you do CrossFit?
No, I don't do CrossFit.
Do
I
you
just
weightlift,
weightlifting. Yeah.
like snatch and power snatch and clean and stuff like that, or just in
No,
the gym?
just typical weightlift, bench press, deadlift, squats, leg press, just the typical stuff, not the like
Not the Olympic.
Olympic
Yeah.
training. Yeah, no.
Okay, okay, that's great. Well, yeah, pretty much that. So I'm gonna change right now and try to do some workout for me today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you so much, everyone, for having me. Thank you, VP, and thank you, Desi, for joining the conversation.
Of
Yeah, of
course.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, love you all, guys. Thank you so much. Hope we can catch another live tomorrow.
Wait, where are you going? You
Yeah, I'm
leaving?
going to work out. Yeah, I have
Oh,
to work out.
okay.
Yeah, so sorry, but I have to change my clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's okay. I probably should end the live anyway. I got a work meeting in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so well, thank you so much.
Yeah, it was nice having you.
Okay.
Nice having
It
Bye,
was
everybody.
amazing.
guys.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks for coming up, Desi.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks everybody for hanging out. I guess I gotta start saying goodbye. Bye everybody. Oh, sorry, Daddy Earth. I didn't. I'm like working and live. I didn't see you request up. I apologize. Kind of got like comfortable in just the conversation. Um. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Thanks everybody. Appreciate it. I know we had like maybe 2 or 3 conversations and not really much after that, but yeah, I'm trying to gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Go live before 12 and then go live after lunch as well. So thanks everybody. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, LCV. I'm glad everything worked out. I really am. Thank you, Inna. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Desi. Thank you, Keith, Persona, Ben, Alec, Lee, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye. And YouTube peoples, thanks for coming by, Louie and Vegan Stoner Lady and Navia. Thank you guys. Or you still haven't told me how to pronounce your name. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. But yeah, I appreciate you guys staying in here and just listening and hanging out with me and stuff. But yeah, sorry to hear that some of the things that you went through, Navia and Louie. It's awesome that your mom, you know, went through like that for you. That's amazing. That doesn't happen all the time, so that's really cool. Take